Everybody, still coming to you live from Meetings Africa. It's the 12th edition of Meetings Africa, and it's wonderful to be here. And the buzz is now starting. Everybody's arrived, the stalls are open, everybody's polishing the glass and doing whatever they have to attract people to their product offering that they do have. And I can tell you, there is so much on show here, and we're going to try and take a little bit of a walk around, as I've been promising you all morning. At this point, we're at the Sustainability Village, so I'm going to have an opportunity to chat to some of those that are on display here, which are really, really lovely. But, you know, we always talk about this and the fact that when you think of a leisure holiday or you think of a great place to go for a vacation, you always think of Durban, or you'll think of the Cape, or you'll think of going to the Kruger Park. And economically, I suppose they do exceptionally well when it comes to tourism. But what about Gauteng? I mean, have you ever thought of extending your stay in Gauteng and enjoying the sights and sounds and wonders that Joburg has to offer and the surrounding areas? Yeah, you're probably laughing at me saying that, but it's not a joke, and Gauteng Tourism are really trying to attract more and more people, not just for the business aspect of things, but also to enjoy the leisure of it. So let's talk a little bit more about this, and joining us is Gauteng and Johannesburg Tourism, Sharon Pearce. She's the MMC for Economic Development of the city, and the chairman of the Gauteng Tourism Authority, Kruger Tembu. Good to have both of you. Welcome to Morning Live.
Thank you very much. Welcome. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And you as well. Thank you, Sharon. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks very much. What a great honor to be here early this morning.
It is, and it's such a wonderful idea. I mean, when we think of business tourism, people do. You think of Johannesburg. I mean, you come here, it's the hive of activity. All the head offices are based here. So when it comes to business tourism, how do we do?
We're doing very well. Actually, Gauteng is a center of business tourism. And this has been confirmed over many, many years. But what we are trying to do now is to get the business tourists who are coming in to enjoy more and more of Gauteng. And it gives me pleasure that the past 2 years or so, most of the people who came in for conferences extended their days, 2-3 days. As a result, we actually have eight nights of people coming in initially for business and now staying a bit longer.
Yeah, and that's what you want, because the idea is not to just be locked away in a hotel room. It's actually to go outside and enjoy it. I mean, from your perspective, economically, it obviously does exceptionally well for the province and for the job creation side of things.
Oh, completely. I mean, we know that tourism increased 13% nationally at the State of the Nation address, but more importantly, for every 17 tourists that come into South Africa, one sustainable job is created. And with the mandate of Joburg now, we have to decrease unemployment from its 36% to under 20% and increase our GDP to 5%. So tourism is going to certainly be a catalyst in achieving this economic growth that the city of Joburg is striving for.
But if we have to, and we had to highlight or pinpoint some of the best tourist attractions here in Gauteng, what are they? Why would people want to visit this besides just being locked away in an office or a hotel or a conference center?
You know, one of the major attractions that we have been experiencing for the past 2 years, it is the cradle.
Yes.
How many people really decided to come to Gauteng, especially after Homona Lady? We've actually seen more and more people coming in. And this is where we have the Apartheid Museum. If people want to come in and really have an understanding of South Africa, they only have to go to the museum. And then you have the biggest zoo in Swane. But what is really driving Gauteng different from the others is what we call the township tourism. And now with Meetings Africa coming through, we're now really profiling most of those facilities that we have in the townships that will cater for Meetings Africa or for business tourism, for conferencing and related issues like that. So we're actually giving you a whole consolidated understanding of South Africa instead of just going to a mountain and come back, or going to a sea, come back. Here you actually get the feeling where people live, how they live, the history, And actually then you can see where you as a human being started by visiting the cradle.
Absolutely. I've often said that. I mean, Johannesburg, when you come here, this place puts you in perspective of the rest of the country. You got to get an understanding. Go to the Apartheid Museum, go and visit all the areas that we've got here. And not only are they in a zoo, but we've got some of the most magnificent game viewing areas as well. It's amazing. But one thing that excites me, and I have to say, is that inner city rejuvenation that's taking place here in Johannesburg. And I mean, when I bring overseas friends, they don't want to go and have meals in fancy restaurants. They want to go and see the city. They want to feel the African vibe within this major metropolitan city. Talk to me more about this rejuvenation.
This is one of our catalytic projects that we are undertaking. We literally are going to see the regeneration and revitalization of our inner city. We are incredibly excited to announce that we have over 90 billion rand of inward investment that is confirmed. We are putting a lot of this buildings that the Joburg Property Company own on tender for people who want to do affordable housing, loft living, retail, with a mix of retail. So it's going to be a place where people can shop, work, invest and play. We want to make sure the inner city is full of offices, full of affordable accommodation, that we bring back, that it becomes the heartbeat of Africa that it once was.
And that's what's important. People want to experience that and realize, gosh, this is so much nicer than I thought it was. Do you get that often? I didn't realize it was so lovely. Oh, I didn't realize it was so modern.
Every time.
It's amazing, isn't
every time. When people leave here, Gauteng, which has got the Big Five.
Yes.
I'm not just talking about the zoo now.
Yes.
Talking about Gauteng, which is about 15 minutes, 20 minutes from Tshwane. You actually see the Big Five on their own, just in the wild. And people never thought about it. They thought you've got to travel for 4 hours to go and experience that. And just from there, you put them into a township, it's a different vibe altogether. And when they go back, actually one of the surprises is to surprise the Gautengers themselves. And that is why beside going out, we're also in-looking, trying to get Gautengers to actually understand what they have. It is only when people understand what they have that they can meaningfully go and sell it abroad.
Oh, well, listen, I wish you all the best and the greatest of success with this hosting of this wonderful Meetings Africa again. It's here, it's in Gauteng, and I think this is what people know about it, but it's the leisure side we're trying to sell. So thanks a lot for all of you being here. Kehle Mtambo is the chairman of the Gauteng Tourism Authority, and also joining us was Sharon Peets, the MMC for Economic Development at the City of Johannesburg. Thank you. Thanks.